Well, hello everybody. I'm about to finish phase 3 on the space elevator, but it's been tight. This huge base I made, which I thought would easily do it, wasn't quite big enough, and it was terribly planned because I just built it and then had to come around it. But yeah, all these things are sent to try us. Let's check it out. So here we are. Here's the final top tier of my, I want to say mini mega base. But everything in here is everything I needed to actually get the space elevator parts to complete phase 3, and lots of buildings in here, lots of blueprints that I'm going to share with you right down in the description. So take a look there and you'll see all the parts you need to get phase 3 completed. But yeah, it was a trial, and it's all for this. I'm a few engines away from this ending and the next phase 4 beginning, and also tiers 7 and tiers 8 being available to me, which means nuclear. It means the hover thing. It's going to be horrendous, guys. It really is. It's going to be horrendous. But still, that's why we love this game. I mean, you can make this game pretty fast. There's YouTubes out there to power on through, but why do you want to do that? I mean, at the end of the day, this game is chill. So I'm just waiting for my engines to come through here. Let's see where they're going. Let's see where they are. So I've got only one sort of coming out now, and that's this one for the modular engine. That's all I need now. And finally, they're all here. So let's kick it off and see what Ida has to say. So it took forever, guys. I think I got about 140 hours or so in this. Well, here we go. Yeah, come on, Ada. Talk to us.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 3 project part shipment is finally ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 3 will be completed and the main body will be constructed. You should know how this works by now. You'll get access to tiers 7 and 8 in the hub. In fact, perhaps you should just go look at the technologies there yourself.
That's what I want, guys. I want the hover pack, the aerial transportation, and the nuclear power. And look, we got aluminium, or aluminum, if you're from the States. This is going to be a nightmare, isn't it? Nuclear pasta.
Did you know the average pioneer
this. Become average or better.
knows how to optimize pipe throughput?
Oh, we love working for FICSIT.
Pioneer stays late at work because they care
Probably
about
better
humanity?
than the job I'm in now, to be fair.
Anyway, I thought you might want to know more about your
Ah,
business.
dear.
Good luck
Hey
in
ho.
Phase 4.
Let's send it. And there she blows. Phase 3 done, thankfully. 140 hours later. I do take time in my saves, guys, and, you know, obviously I do some things for this channel as well, so just extend it a little, but I do like to take my time. Rush through to get to call, yeah, but once you've got call, that's when you can start playing around. But now I've got the next 2 tiers, and basically I'm gonna have everything open to me for building. So it took some time to get through the last few milestones, to be fair, to get everything else, and going through the shop waiting for my FICSIT tickets to get sunk, and allowed me to pretty much get everything I need out the shop now. And then also stepping out and getting some of the other stuff done from the MAM and things like that. Well, yeah, should we have a look-see? All of these blueprints, all these individual factories in here can be built outside. They can be built in the factory. I've just put them in a I've encapsulated them really to be able to share them, because I'm not sure what you guys want to do, whether you're going to have outside factories or inside factories type of thing, or like mega bases like this. So I decided to enclose the main ones anyway. So these will probably feed everything you need. There's smart plates, there's mortars there, there's heavy frames, which was that's a pretty involved blueprint, that one. Mortars is as well, really. There's some straightforward ones. Circuits was quite straightforward to do. Computers is a bit more difficult. Yeah. Should we go and check everything out? I mean, this is reasonably huge, but it filled up really fast. I mean, even my board here. I mean, I think what I'll be doing, I think I will probably turn this into more of a central storage for the whole world. Ignore the blueprints, guys. That's for a future issue, a future video, which I'm just gonna redo some roads and trains and that sort of stuff, and I'll show them when I'm done. But my next phase, I'm going to need some better, better logistics and road and rail infrastructure, I think. But let's go and check out. Look at that. That's a monster. I mean, that was an afterthought as well, to be fair. But that is my way of pulling out of central storage. I mean, it's fine to have central storage, but then there's a whole nother thing of actually getting it out to where you need it to. But let's look at what we've got. A jetpack. I do need to get that, and then that finishes that off. Tier 9 will be awful. But let's have a look. So, main thing in this is aluminum, aluminium, whichever way you're going to say it. A hover pack is a necessity. I need to get hold of that. And I need the aluminium for that too. So, yeah, I guess I need this first one here, as that's gonna be key to getting all the others, because I need that aluminum, whichever you want to say it, tomato. But that being said, there's a lot of things on here that are probably gonna take quite a bit. Probably need to get this done now, and then obviously I'm gonna have to plan. I'm gonna be moving, guys. I'm gonna be heading towards the desert. I think that's where phase 4 will be. Go look at that. Mark 5 belts, 780 per minute. That's what I need. Hazmat suit, definitely important. Loads of gas things around. I'll get my blender in this one as well. Sulfuric acid resource, scannable. I already can scan it because I actually found it, so it opened it up in the MAM. Boom. Some interesting stuff in here. Drones. Definitely will be utilizing the drones. Short runs anyway. They are quite handy to utilize. And I'm using trucks once we get it out of experimental, I think, because now we've got pathing. So, yeah, definitely need to have them. Not played drones for a while. I don't know if they've changed that. All my nuclear stuff, which is definitely needed. I'll get my resource wells here as well, so I can start to get those out the ground as well. Miner Mark III, really important one to have. So this is going to be interesting, guys. It's going to be really, really interesting. And I will share more. I'm going to just grab these while I can. Got loads of tickets, and since I've unlocked most, I am going to spend these and get the things I need. because I have got some things going through, like the heavy modular, but it's like two a minute. It's so slow. I think you get 50 of these. Let me just check that. For 6. Yep, we do. And I've got well enough tickets. Right, guys, that's it. Bought what I couldn't, well, I didn't have in storage or ready and waiting, and I couldn't be bothered waiting, so I just bought the rest from the store using the FICSIT coupons because I've got a load of them anyway. And that's it. Bauxite and aluminium is now ready
Milestone
for me
reached.
to
Bauxite
go
is
and
refined
grab.
into aluminum products via a multi-step
Thank you, Ada.
process.
So let's have a quick look at these. I'm not going to go through all of them. They're pretty much similar, and it does what it says on the tin. I will be fine-tuning these before I upload. So the descriptions in the links in the description will be for the latest ones, because I did notice some errors in a couple of them, which I corrected on field, so to speak, and I will go back and correct those on the actual blueprint. But do let me know. I do like how I've done these roofs though, and with the power connection right at the top there. And then really it's everything here is on the sort of like I guess the 3rd floor or 2nd floor, depending which country you're from. But I basically try to keep just the final machine up here on this floor next to the storage unit. And then, so you can put these anywhere, and then inside here, obviously these are where all the machines will be, whether they're constructors, whether they be, and I've also put these up as well, so you know exactly what needs to come in, especially if there's multiple inputs, which in for like the heavy modular frames, there's 4 inputs there, and one of them, I think it's the modular frame, heavy modular frame, needs modular frames, which I'm also giving you the blueprint to. So yeah, I think we should be pretty good. Everything else you'll need, obviously, you obviously need rubber and plastic and all that sort of good stuff, because we won't be making them in these factories, so you'll need to bring them in as raw goods. But once you got oil, that's not a problem. So phase 3, you should have all of these resources at hand. So these are really sort of, I'd say mid-tier sort of blueprints, and they're all on a 5x5 blueprinter as well, guys, just FYI, which you get once you unlock I think the 6th one. I think milestone 6, tier 6, I think is the thing when you unlock the 5x5 blueprinter. And you can see up there exactly what's in and how many per minute. So the motor's going to give us 5 per minute in this particular blueprint. I mean, you can obviously up it where possible and where there's potential for shards. Just if your inputs is definitely going to be up to scratch. So let's take a look out in the real world. So you can see I've connected everything by a walkway on this upper floor. And I think it gives a nice little, I do like the glass walls. There's something about it really which gives that modern type look. And I like how I left the glass behind, in front of the screen, so it gives that faded image. You can take that off if you want, and then it'll just be the screen. But I sort of like how it's sort of like slightly faded against the glass. But that's it, folks. These are all sort of disconnected now because they're not required. Didn't want to waste the resources. And like I said, I'll probably end up changing these, and there's going to be lots of big things to come. But I think for this video, hope this has been useful to you. As in, I hope you enjoyed the mods, and it's going to be a massive milestone 7 and 8. So if you like and subscribe, you may see some videos. Until then, I bid you all a fond farewell.